What's up, everybody? I promised you an ad in the middle of the episode, so here's your ad. Um, Thanks for all your support. There is no ad. I don't have any advertisers, but what we do have is a show that we were trying to promote. So we got, college football's over now. We're going to be moving forward. We've got NFL content coming your way. We're going to have college basketball content's going to be picking up. Coaching carousel stuff's going to be picking up. So be watching out for that. It's on Spotify. If you want on Spotify, there's a video version of that you can see on Spotify, and you can see and you can listen to it audio as well on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get podcasts. I believe we release YouTube. Um, we're on YouTube, obviously. I'm thinking about uploading clips all over, just get some traction on the pod, and we'll see how we go from there. So I just wanted to thank everybody for watching the TNR Sports Show. It does mean a lot to me. It means a lot to Ryan. We're both massive fans. We like college football. That's why I do this. We don't get a lot of views. We don't get a lot of likes and clicks, but we do. I appreciate all the support that we get. So I do thank y'all for that. So if you want to interact with us, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, TNR Hog. A lot of the stuff's in the description where you can find our socials. So thanks for your support. I really do appreciate it. Go TNR, go Hogs. This is TNR Sports Show. All right, moving on to my big game of the week, the SEC Championship. These Georgia Bulldogs versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. Nick Saban, first time Alabama has been an underdog since 2015. Georgia favored by 6.5. The over 49.5. Ryan, why do you think the Georgia Bulldogs are going to win this football
I think they're just a better team.
game?
Obviously. Their defense, I think, has allowed 8 touchdowns all year, if I remember right, 8 or 9, which is nothing. It's just ridiculous. I don't have a lot of faith in Stetson Bennett at quarterback for Georgia, but it just doesn't matter. If you can't score, it just does not matter. I think Alabama will score the most points they've ever scored. Like anyone in this current season has scored on Georgia so far, probably like 24, if I had to guess. But I think Georgia's going to win this game. And I think they're going to move on to the playoff as the number 1 team, and they're going to national championship. So, yeah, Georgia.
Yeah, so here's what I'm thinking. One team hasn't really had that many tough challenges this year. They throttled Hogs. They throttled the Volunteers. They throttled the Bulldog. Not the Bulldog. They throttled the Gators. They throttled the Commodores. They throttled the Cox. They throttled Clemson.
They did not throttle Clemson. That was a close game.
Clemson didn't stand a chance. Score 1 point. I guess they did score 3, didn't they? 10-3, right?
Yeah, more than the Hogs.
We played them at home. What did y'all play them at? Well, what did we play them at? First of all, you're stealing Clemson's defensive coordinator. You don't care about Clemson. Second of all, one team has been battle tested. One team has gone through the mighty gauntlet of the SEC West. One team has played Auburn. I guess both teams have played Auburn. That's funny. One team has played Arkansas. Both teams have played Arkansas.
Both teams have played Florida.
Oh my God. Both teams have. One team has played Old Miss. One team has played Mississippi State. One team has lost to Texas A&M, which looks abysmally bad. The worse the season went on, the longer the season went on. Like, what is my point here? Georgia's going to win this football game. I don't know if it's going to be particularly close. Here's the thing. Everybody's like, Georgia's in. Georgia's in. If Georgia lost this game on Saturday, they are in. It doesn't matter. But here's the issue with that, right? Georgia could sleepwalk into this game. That's what people are thinking when they're picking Alabama. No way. This has been a game Georgia has circled on their calendars. This is, to give an accurate representation of what I think this audience, or what the audience I want you to picture is. Michigan beating Ohio State was such a big deal for them. Why? Because they got their monkey off the back, right? It's like, we finally did it. We overcame Ohio State. For the first time in 10 freaking years, we beat Ohio State. Well, every time Georgia plays Alabama, they lose. Every time, all the time. I don't think they've beaten Alabama in a long time. They lost last year. They lost in the SEC championship game 2 years ago. They lost in the national championship game a couple years ago. They can't beat Alabama. If you think Georgia's going to walk into this game and say, oh, we're in the playoff anyway, it doesn't even matter. No, that's not going to happen. Kirby Smart and Georgia probably have talked about Alabama for the past 3 weeks when they have played absolutely nobody. You think they read one book on Georgia Tech? They're probably like, hey, Georgia Tech, throw some passes. All right, Alabama, what's we got to learn about Alabama? They don't care about Georgia Tech. They have more fans in the stadium. Georgia Tech ain't on home field. Georgia wants this football game. They want it bad. They want it desperately bad. Georgia, I don't know how much they're going to win by. Georgia by a touchdown. Georgia. I think Georgia wins the football game, 7 points. Georgia covers the spread. I don't know about that over. I doubt it. Georgia. Alabama finds its way out of the playoff. Get in there, Cincinnati. Get in there, Oklahoma State. Get in there, Michigan. And that's what I think about those Georgia Bulldogs. Any thoughts, Ryan?
No, I agree. I think it's a very accurate representation. I mean, it's still Bama, but Bama hasn't been as Bama as they normally are.
They're not always as Bama is.
Huh?
They're not as Bama is usually.
Yeah. Georgia kind of is more Bama this year than Bama is. But anyway,
there's been a lot of games Alabama has struggled with. They struggled in the LSU game. They struggled in the Arkansas game. They struggled in the Auburn. You can make an argument. Ball bounces a few different ways. They could be 8-4, just like the rest of us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But I mean, the ball bounced their way, and the refs make calls all game for favoring them. But for the most part, is what it is. All right, there's your SEC championship. I'm going with the Georgia Bulldogs. There you go. That's for you, Diane, wherever you are.
Congratulate Kirby and Georgia's football team for winning the East. They've played tremendous football all season long. Probably the most consistent team, the most dominant team all year. And I think that's because of the competitive character they have, the great coaching staff that they have, and the good job that they've done together as a team. It's certainly a privilege and an honor for us to be in the SEC championship game. We think that's one of the best competitive venues, in college football, and certainly going to be a great challenge for our team to play what I feel is probably the best team in the country in this particular game. So, we're looking forward to that opportunity.
Playoff Selection Committee rankings. We're now joined by head coach Kirby Smart. We'll ask Coach Smart to make an opening statement, and then we'll take your questions. Coach Smart.
We're excited to be here. Great opportunity for our football team. Really proud of the job they've done this year to get this opportunity to play on one of the largest stages there is in college football. I know our players are excited about that. They put a lot of intense hard work in this week, as well as the entire season. And we tell them all the time, they've earned this opportunity. So embrace it, enjoy it. It's one of the best competitive environments there is in all of sports. So our guys are really excited about it, looking forward to it.
Thank you, Coach. And we will now go to questions.